making a video on how to take down that downpipe and get your new one put right in. I got this one off Marketplace. I think this is the PLM one. I can't exactly remember. But we got the 910 on lift. You don't absolutely need a lift, but a lot easier if you have one. First, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cowl off. It's just a couple clips. Take your windshield wipers off. 17s on the windshield wiper. Then once you get the cowl off, actually before you get the cowl off, you got like, you got 3 clips. I'm pretty sure they're kind of hidden. And then after that, you want to take off this shield right here. It'll be up right after you take the cowl off. It'll be kind of in there. It is 6 12s and 2 10s, I'm pretty sure. I only had 1 10 in there because I've already had it off before. But what you're gonna do, let's see if I can get some light in there for you guys. See those 2 top bolts? You're gonna have a shield over the top of that, and it's gonna be 12s all the way around. You're gonna have to take your exhaust, your O2 sensor out, which if you're having troubles taking it out, use a little bit of brake fluid, let it soak for a minute, and it'll come right out. I just did it for the first time, and I'm honestly surprised I didn't have to use a torch. I didn't have to use nothing. So then after that, you got 2 studs up top. They're both 12s. You can go ahead and take those off, and then you got 2 on the bottom that are regular bolts. These right there. I took the regular bolts off the bottom first and then did the studs. Just seemed easier in my opinion, just so the studs kind of held it on, but I still have the rest of the exhaust on still. So go ahead and get it in the air and show you the underneath and what to do underneath. So when you're underneath, hold on, let me turn this down. So once you get underneath, you got 3 what looks like 17s. They're going to be a different size for you guys because I've already replaced these. You can either take those off, or I'm going to try and, I don't think I'm going to be too successful. I'm going to try and just snake this whole thing out. I'll just tell you guys how that goes, because if not, then it's too, those look like 17s or 15s, either one. 2 15s. It shouldn't be too bad as long as they don't break, and if they break, then fuck it. You don't need them anyways. I'm going to go ahead, where's my wrench? I'm going to go ahead and take out, or unplug this O2 at least, so I can kind of have it out of the way. But I'll cut back to when I get all this off. Alright, so I just got my old test pipe out. Pretty much same procedure. 3 bolts, 2 bolts up there. They ended up being 12s for me, but I had to replace one time and I completely forgot about that. So one of mine was a 14. So after you get all that out, that cat actually looks clean. You got 1 bolt under here. It looks like a 14 or 15, either one, I don't fucking know. You either take out that bolt or just end up taking both of them out, so that's just out of your way, which is probably what I'm gonna end up doing, so I just don't have to fuck with that. So I'll see you when I get all this out. That wasn't hard. Like I said, brake fluid on the O2s takes it right the fuck out. I was surprised about that, but shit, it works. Alright, where did I put it? That sucked. So I used a fucking blue wrench, a big boy torch. I did fucking everything to try and get that bolt off. It's really, after searching around, it's really common to not get that fucking bolt off. Basically what I did is completely flip this bitch upside down. So it's mounted like this, completely flipped it upside down. You have to drop the oil filter. I was trying to, bitch. It got me. Careful for your fucking goddamn thing. Flip it upside down. You got to take the oil filter off. I was trying to not take the oil filter off. You're going to get it to a point like that. That's hot. Get to a point like that where you're like stuck between the oil filter housing and this is going to get stuck. Basically, I got it to the point to where I don't know how I used the exhaust and I bent the fuck out of this. And it popped right the fuck out. So either saws all that bitch off if you can't get it off, because you're not going to be able to use it regardless. And you probably won't have to drop the oil filter, but it comes out through here. So I was originally going to try and take it out through here. Then I saw how big that bitch was. Not happening. Unless you drop the subframe a little bit, which I wouldn't recommend doing if you're here by yourself. But yeah, that sucked. All right, I'm gonna get that in and then go over the process of how the fuck I did that. All right, another tip. When I was putting this on, I noticed that bolt did not want to go in straight. By the way, I cleaned up all my bolt and I chased my threads just to play it safe. So I did the top 2 bolts, but I left them damn near as loose as I could. I got that one in a couple threads, like good 3, make sure it wasn't gonna cross thread. You have to pull it back enough to where you can get enough room to slide that that bolt in, because if not, it's gonna go in crooked and you're gonna fuck everything up. Trust me, just leave those loose, leave everything pretty much loose, just in there. Pull the cap back, and then start getting that bolting in to where it's straight. And it's a bitch. Like your arm is in there, and you cannot feel it. Like you can't get a good like finger spin grip on it at all. So just be careful putting that bolt in.